Joining us now, Samsara CEO and co-founder Sanjit Biswas. Sanjit, we keep meeting like this post earnings with a move. I'm particularly interested in how this drive toward efficiency in so many companies is actually powering some companies' growth. It seems that yours is among those.
Absolutely, John. Well, first, thanks for having me on. It's great to see you again. We are seeing that trend, not just for our company, but really for our customers. I think every business is trying to find ways to be more efficient. We work with the world of physical operations. They have lots of expensive assets. They have lots of labor, and everyone is trying to find ways to make their business a little bit more efficient in this economy.
So when energy prices drop, and I know some of what you do is fuel efficiency monitoring, does that lessen demand, or does it just drive the need to measure where you can get additional savings?
I would say, for context, many of our customers spend $30, $40, $50 million a year on fuel. And so it's great for them if they can see a 20, 30 cent drop in price per gallon. But really what they're trying to do is find fundamental improvements in their efficiency. They're trying to see, can they run all their routes? Can they do their jobs with 10% fewer vehicles? Can they replan how they're visiting their customers? Those sorts of fundamental things. So while they're sensitive to the price of fuel, they're always trying to find those big step changes if they can.
Got it. I wanted to go beneath the covers on this land and expand cadence that you have with customers. What's the typical chain of expansion? What are the customers starting with, and where are they ending up?
Well, I'll give you an example. We spoke about a specialty contractor that we work with who's a very large-scale company. They've been customers of ours since 2018. So they've expanded with us over a dozen times over the last couple of years. In some cases, they're moving across subsidiaries. So they'll start in a pocket of their business and expand to cover the entire U.S. geography or all of North America. In other cases, you'll see an equipment manager say, hey, this software could be really useful for improving our safety. And so they'll move from just tracking their assets to actually improving their risk. And they do that with the combination of our AI cameras and the software workflows we offer for coaching. That would be a very typical expansion for us, and that might more than double their spend with Samsara.
How much is that land and expand chain changing? You mentioned some $1 million customers signed in the quarter who actually started out with equipment monitoring. Can you say more about who those customers were? Don't need necessarily details, of course, anything proprietary about, but give us a sense of what type of equipment they're monitoring and the sort of benefit that they could get from that.
So on equipment, this is a part of fleet tracking that people don't often think about. People often think about trucks and vehicles on the road. There's a lot more equipment out there than there are trucks. So one of the stories we shared on the earnings call was a very large, low-cost airline carrier. And they are tracking all that equipment that exists out on the airfield that's below the wing. So think about the generators and the baggage carts, all that kind of supporting equipment. That's something where they wanted to figure out ways to be more efficient. Those assets are expensive and it has direct operational impact. So that's an example of equipment tracking. To answer your question around expansions and $1 million plus, we've had record growth with our large customers. So our top line revenue grew 40% year over year. Our revenue from $100,000 plus and $1 million plus customers grew even faster. 100K plus was over 50% growth. And that's the kind of excitement we're seeing with large, complex physical operations companies.
Now, right before you and I started this conversation, we were hearing from Ash Kulkarni over at Elastic about how companies are using Elastic to really get benefit out of their internal data. Now, some of this internal data they're getting from Samsara, being able to understand what's happening with the field, what's happening with their equipment. Where are the generative AI models going to come from that they're going to use to get additional benefit out of that data?
Well, that's what generative AI is really all about, is data and finding patterns and insights in that data. For us, we've been able to amass a pretty tremendous data set. We have 6 trillion data points that flow into our cloud every single year across all of these customers. In many of those cases, that's GPS data. Sometimes it's tens of billions of minutes of video footage coming from dash cameras. We see documents being scanned. We see workflows being processed. And so there's a lot of data there to train generative AI models based on. And that is something that helps our customers be more efficient in their operations, because now they can speed up their workflows. They can find insights in terms of efficiency. They can figure out ways to reduce risk and be safer. So that's the exciting part about AI, is all of this data, you can use AI to make sense of it, find insights in the data, and then take action based on it.